everyone, this is Reynolds, and in this occasion we're going to see how an application from Node.js can be connected to MongoDB. Um, this tutorial is going to be kind of different as many things that we have made before. The good part of this is that at the end we are going to be able to save data on the database. I have done this before. If you are asking about it, yes, I have done it before, thanks to a tutorial from YouTube and also tutorials from Udemy and so on. So here is like the 5 elements from the database. In this tutorial specifically, I'm going to teach you the interface of MongoDB, and also I'm going to teach you how to change the source from where the data is coming, because there are three types of getting the data, three types of interacting with the data. Okay, look, these are the three types. First is get, second is for example post, third actually there are 4 types. Third is get, post, and being honest, in by the moment we're gonna just focus on these 2 types of working with the data. In get, we can receive data, but at the same time, sometimes we can even send data. In post, we can receive data, but usually it receives data in a way that is not from the URL. So the difference here is that this usually comes from the URL, or it comes from a petition, which is called fetch, or a callback. And this comes from the server side. Okay, as simple as that. So what we're gonna do right now is just to see how this is structured, because everything here is structured with a purpose. I mean, it doesn't have like anything here is like random. Everything has a purpose, and I'm going to explain you the purpose that has here. Okay, look, let me see. We're gonna go, for example, to the home. Okay, this is the home. It seems very simple, but those who, for example, know how to use PHP, they know that this has a lot of sense. I mean, this is a template called AJS. How it is called? I will put it here for you. AJS. That is a library that is used on here. AJS npm. You can see it here. And AJS give us the opportunity of rendering the data, and it is used in this way: control with, escape with, output with, escape route with. And also you can use, for example, more advanced programming topics. For example, a conditional, a loop. Here is a loop. That is a loop. For example, here, that is a loop. Here is displaying a data. That is like, if, for example, on PHP, I'm going to put you, for example, this, and sorry because I say, for example, too much. The thing is that I am limited in talking English, because I want to talk it in a way that I don't make mistakes, but also I want to talk what is truth. I mean, I want to teach you truthfully things. Okay, PHP compiler. Let's look here. Let's use the W3 school compiler. And you can see, for example, this, okay? I'm going to teach you something. Now, this is going to be kind of twisted, but it's going to open your mind to what I want, okay? Look, let's just say this here, it says echo I love txt, for example. I'm going to put here something that will like to someone, for example. Let's say that I am friend of Superman. I will put here, for example, I love Beatrice. And I put here run, and you will see I love Beatrice. For example, but if I come to the reality, I love, for example, that we could hit and run, and that will display that, and so on. Um, no, that's a friend. You know, Gianna, for example, from Kobe Bryant. He was my favorite basketball player. Okay, and what I'm trying to say is simple. Now, if I put here the code that I had from AJS, this, even though you don't see it, you will not be able to see it here. This is exactly doing almost the same that is here. Okay, I am even going to put it here. Look, I'm going to put here, I love TXT, right? I love, for example, basketball. And I'm going to put, and my name is, and I'm going to put here like this. Look, this is going to be very, very funny. Name, Reynolds, Ray. And we click on run, and you will see. I love basketball, and my name is, it is with a number. Let's fix it. It had a symbol of admiration. So here is I love basketball, and my name is Reynolds. Okay, I put it on underscore because it is underscore. I don't know how to say minúsculas in English. That is not a lowercase. Yes, lowercase. I put it in the lowercase. You know why? Because actually this is being grabbed by another language, and it's not good to put my truth name in as it is actually written in something that is being used in other type of languages, and it can maybe affect, I don't know, in an indirect way something else. So this was just an example, and that's why it's good to use, not to use like truth names. So I'm going to put my name, but in lowercase, and in that way, that is just like a character. Okay, I love basketball, and my name is Reynolds. So that is what I'm doing here. Here I am displaying the resources, and I am getting the text input. The text input is actually no more than what you're gonna see here. Look, is the title. Is title here, but this title comes in the resource as text, and that's why it is called text input. But actually, in the server side, I think it's on the app.js, I call it as test input. Look, test input. I put an schema here. This schema is from the database, but this one, this other, let me see, resources row, no, this one, oops, no. The thing is that we have a lot of things here. Okay, this other schema here is for the client side. I mean, this is for for the application to know, or knowing, I said to know for you to understand easier, but knowing that this data has this type and it's required or no. So this schema is on the client side, like saying, "Oh, look, this is coming from the database." Okay, yes, I know that, but I want in the on the client side, I want that this is to be required. So this is going to be like in between the two sides, the server side and the client side. But this other one that is here, this schema here, is a schema that is brought or driven from the database. I mean, this is coming directly from the database, and that's why I don't need to put too many things, because here I am just saying what I want to come from the database, and that's it. So if I, for example, put here another resource, you will see that it will change uh, the, the, the database model, which is the resource in this case. Why the model is a resource? The model is no more than actually like an schema. What is a schema? A schema is an structure. Okay, and the structure on a non SQL database, a structure means data that is with certain organization. I mean, certain way of being displayed or being received. So that's why here on the event, I have a way of receiving and sending the data. The required here is saying that this, for example, I can never send a data without a title, for example. I could send it without the description, without the importance, but not without a title and neither without the URL. So when we get to know that, then the application says, oh, okay, these requirements are succeed or are fulfilled. And as they are fulfilled, then I will send it to the database. That is something that I will show you maybe tomorrow how to save the data on the database. I have done it before here just with this code, but I will use another code. I will put here a comment, just sending sample data, because the code that we're going to use now is not sample data. It's going to be data that we're going to insert here on the app. I mean, from here, we're going to send it to the database. But I'm going to change the source that brought this data so that you can see the data coming live on live, okay? So we're gonna go to MongoDB. Then we're gonna go to here to clusters. On clusters, we're gonna go to browse collection, and on the collection, I have different kind of collections. There are even sample data here, but I'm not going to use the sample data. I'm going to use the test data. Here I have resource models and resource schemas. I'm going to use resource schemas. I'm going to update it, and I'm going to just to know, for security cases, I'm going to stop the application. I'm going to restart it again by myself. Why? Because it's better to do it you yourself than letting the application do it by itself, because those Node.js app tend to have errors when you don't know how to handle the information correctly. Okay, and how to handle the running of the of the data between the server side and the client side, it tends to stop and gives you errors. So here you can see that the data changed. You see, so we have a soundtrack here from Need for XP, for example, and all those things. For example, if I even click on here, it will go here. And so for not to tempt our Jesus Christ, because it's not good to link these kind of things, just we're gonna stop it there. But you saw how it worked, right? Now I'm going to change it back as it was. Resource models. If you go, for example, here, it is here, and it says that it has 5 documents. Let's prove it has 5 documents. Okay, if it has, sorry. Remember that I am not a native English speaker, even though I am kind of American. Sometimes I believe that because the English is so easy for me that it's kind of difficult to me to see the difference of Spanish and English. Let me see. Okay. Okay, look. One, two, three, four, five. So you can see it. It's true. Now, if you want to see even more how I got that items, you can see here resource schema that it comes from the database as I told you. Resource schema, and here I call it, and then I call it as a model. And in the model, I specify here what model is, and then I use this, and I get the items with the find method, and I return the items. After that, I call the function get items as an asynchronous way because it will take its time to get the data, and after that, I call it on the home site. How do I know that it is its own home site? Because that slash there is a in home site. I have here even another sites. Let's say, for example, that I want to go to the resources. There is a website here. Sorry, a server, and on the server side here, I call to the oh no, but apparently I have to work on that. But before I had it. I mean, I had here resource. Oh, look, it is here. Resource HTML. The thing is that it is on the let me see. Yes, it is directly on the resource HTML page. Now, what is the difference? The difference here. Uh, this what is cool, I mean cool in certain way, is that this here I could even put it outside, and it would work, but I would have to use something like this. For example, app.get slash resources, sorry, resources, and then I will put something like this function rec res, and after this, I will have to put this, for example, I put this here. I could comment this, and being honest, I haven't done it before. Uh, and also these found items, I need to make sure that that function is actually. Oh yeah, I see. The thing is that that function is actually working like how can I say it? Like a container, okay? It contains the schema. You can see it even above here. This is the schema: title, test input, and importance. But the schema that was over here on on the resources schema. Now I can even try to run it just to see. to see if it gives an error. I don't know, being honest. I say I don't know. Kind of weird. Okay, look, it even gave an error. So I could even go here and put, for example, resources. Let me see. I want to tell you something. If you never try something new, you will never learn something new. Okay, that was unexpected, and that will also not work. But being honest, that will be the way. I mean, what is bad here? Maybe is that I have to call the function in another way. I don't know, or something like that. But if I uncomment this part here, because remember something, Jesus said, "My Father in heaven loves those who are humble." So if you are humble, you will see the results of your humbleness. So you can see here, cannot get resources.html, but it is because it is restarting here. When it finishes, it is supposed to show me the resources. Let's see. But you may be asking, Reynald, but why, if you knew that it will maybe give you an error, why you uh, didn't work with the resources HTML? Sorry, why you didn't work with this first? Oh, and as I can see, it is not giving me the page as I wanted. It was giving me that. Hmm, that's interesting. Oh, sorry, it's missing the L. Yes. Oh no. I knew that it was it was not because of that. Let me see something. Okay. Well, being honest, I don't remember why this is not actually working, but we're gonna leave it there, okay? Um, the reason, as I said before, I don't know why. Maybe I should try. Let me see sources. I want to tell you something. If you are a work hard person, you should not be pending another. That was on the preaching of the church some days ago. You should not be pending on others. Because if you are pending on the other, it means that actually you are not wanting to work. Let me see. Here I'm going to put resources. And I'm going to put, let's copy these two lines. And let's go to the app. No, no, no. Okay. Here I'm missing something. And it's this part here. Being honest, I could. I already know what was the problem. The problem was that I am initializing the app on the app JS. That is the problem. But if you work, I mean, if you make a website, it is supposed to run on the app side, not the server side. The server side is to get the data. That's why I'm trying to teach you and to show you that it should work on the server side as well. So we're gonna restart the app, and now we get an error here. Let me see. Event has already been declared. Event. Yes, it says that it has already been declared. Sorry. So what I have to do is just to save here as a var. This. Let's see. Cannot find module events. Well, this is the second time, so someone gave me the advice that when something happens a second time to stop. But being honest, but for me, that is giving up. But I will respect him in his opinion now. And if you want to see it running, let's go to the server side, for example, server JS. Um, it is not working because I made some modifications that are going to make what I told you that I will show you tomorrow, how to insert the data. So uh, those errors are not because of lack of knowledge. It is because I am working on what I will show you tomorrow. I wanted you to see the workflow and to understand the structure. Okay, so just to leave the video in a cool way, I will initialize the app on the app again, and I will remove the code that I put here that is making the app to get some errors. Okay, now we're gonna refresh, and that's it. So, God bless you. And if you want to see me, no, you won't see me right now because I feel uh, that I did bad. So see you in the next video, and I hope that you have learned, which is the most important thing, is not to be seen as the perfect developer. Trust me. There is one developer that was very good, and he always told me, my secret is simple. I recognize that there is no code that is perfect. Bye bye. God bless you.